I am a proud survivor of Order 66. In fact, I am one of many survivors of that once tragic event. I just assumed that was the reason why they came down to this god-awful planet. My friend tried to stand up for me, but I will never understand why he stood right next to the Inquisitor. Speaking of the Inquisitor, they were chasing me while I was running away from them on a speeding train. I was saved by a woman named Seer. Get on board! Who I was pretty sure knew I was a Jedi. I mean, who would help out a random bum? They took me to a random planet called Bugano, where I met a little droid named BD. He was actually gonna be the most useful ally on my team. We headed to the vault, where I felt my connection to the Force deepen. As I learned how to run on a wall, the hologram in the vault told me to go to Zepho. I headed back to the ship, where Sarah told me that I passed her test. I was always wondering what would have happened if I wasn't a Jedi. Would she have left me on that planet to die? We made it to Zepho, so I can learn how to use my Force push again. That's all I needed, for now. So we moved on to Kashyyyk. I halo jumped into the heart of the battle, where I hijacked an AT-AT, and I tore through those bucketheads. I met with Saul Guerrero to help him free the Wookiees on the planet, and in return, he gave me nothing that I was looking for.
Keep it in mind.
I love risking our lives for nothing.
We headed back to Zepho, and before you ask, yes, I will be running back to these planets back and forth. I did find a second sister this time. She whooped my ass, and out of pity, she showed me her face. It turns out that she's Seer's old apprentice.
In the flesh.
She warned me about her dark side abilities. I went back to the Mantis to ask how I can learn these dark side abilities.
Is it true?
But I was interrupted by a transmission from Kashyyyk about the Inquisitors executing the rebels. You better believe I was happy to hear that. That led me to the Ninth Sister, and I got to keep a little trophy when I found her. I had to go to Dathomir to find the Astrium. I met an old man with a cloak. He took off his shirt.
Hello.
And told me the only way he'll become my master was to cut ties with my past. I had a vision of my former master, which had me gaslight myself into thinking he was a terrible person. No! My new master, Terran Malicos, wanted to face me in combat to prove my worth. Unfortunately, Malicos had to be put 6 feet under. So I continued my journey to find more knowledge after I retrieved the Astrium with the help of an orphaned night sister, Marin. I went all the way back to Bugano to finally retrieve the holocron I've been waiting to unlock. Of course, I went through days to find this thing, and Trilla just steals it right from under me. I had to go through the Empire to escape, who were swarming the whole planet. Yet, the only place there were no troopers was the ship. One day, their stupidity is going to cost them. We made it to the final place of my journey, the Inquisitor's fortress. Seer decided to make the trip with me, only to separate immediately after, just like her previous Padawan, am I right? I caught up with Seer to see her in action. I'm pretty sure I was gonna make her my new master. I found a holocron and Trilla at the most appropriate location, the place of her suffering. I got her on her knees so I could have my revenge.
Cal!
Seer interrupted me to convince Trilla to join us, but there was a powerful force stopping her.
That doesn't look good.
It isn't.
The legend himself mercilessly killed Trilla, then swept Seer away.
No!
Real easily. Pretty sure I found my new master.
Submit.
His training method was too intense for my liking. I wasn't ready to learn from him. The luck I had to escape that creature made me realize I was one of the rare few to survive him, and I am going to tell this story to everyone for as long as I live. And I stay away from him. After a close call with death, we celebrated by looking at our prize that we risked our lives to grab. The knowledge that we were looking for was right in front of us. I destroyed it.
So where to now?
Thank you for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to become an apprentice of mine, and I promise I won't treat you like Trilla.